A little more brake. Because this is pretty good. It's this next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we come, you kind of see that little tabletop there. As we come down off of that one, that's the one that gets to be pretty entertaining. Here you go, perfect, nice and easy. Deal, keep it straight just like you're doing. Awesome. Stop here if you can. Alright, so we still have to come down off of this one. But let's talk about the turn since we can see it.
Yeah.
Do you see the bowed tree? That tree forces us to stay straight maybe a little bit longer than you might expect. If we start to cheat this corner, not that I would know, you could actually, then start to really get the roof line close to that tree. Okay, so we need to stay, kind of square this out the best that we can.
Okay.
We're going to stay with the brake until one of two things happens. We either get to the point where we're looking for, and then we can release the brake and make the turn, or we just start to slide. If we're just sliding at that point, we're committed, we're off the brake, get the wheels to rotate, because we need those wheels to rotate in order to make the turn. Because if we just lock everything up, the vehicle won't respond to any direction we give it. Make sense?
It does. So I'm going to take it down to the ridge line and then to the left, right?
At least that far, correct. Yep, to the right.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. Yeah, you pointed that way. Yeah. Just making sure.
Polish left.
Your other left. All right, you got it. Any questions?
Nope.
Good deal. Yep, so there again, so that's why you want to just stay with that brake.
Yep.
Keep it straight, so a little left at this point, just like that, just like that, just like that. Off the brake, hard right. Now, this might be where we can get a little oversteer maybe to work to our advantage. If we can get the back end to brake free, a little bit of throttle, nice and easy. Ease off the wheel just till the whine goes away off the pump. Perfect. Back to drive with the transmission. Believe it or not, just a touch left. A little more left. A little more. There you go, just like that. Perfect. A little bit of throttle, so again, just enough to keep pushing up the hill. And now can you feel there, as we start to feel there, as we accelerated, now the vehicle responded to the steering input that we were giving it. There you go. Nice and easy for that back end. There you go. And now, just a little bit of throttle here, because am I correct in assuming that you're trying to stay out of the ruts here?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, here, just a little bit of throttle. Push the car where we want it to go. Ease out the turn a little bit. Touch left. You're good. Touch left. There you go. Perfect. A little bit left. Good. Nice. Now here, if you can, come up to the left of the ruts. And the reason being is that a little further up the trail here, I'm going to ask that we make a hard right. And by being
approach.
Exactly.
Oh, I wish my sunglasses weren't in my Range Rover.
So we're going to follow this trail up here to the right of you. So if I know I'm going to regret asking. What's it in for?
Water pump brakes.
Left just a little bit. Water pump and brakes?
Yes.
Okay.
Both came on. Sensors came out at the same time.
Nice.
Unfortunately, the warranty's per item, not per visit.
Alright, so here again, trail goes straight up. Steady throttle. We can see gravity wants to slide to the right. A little bit of throttle, push the vehicle forward. Nice and smooth, nice and steady. Stay with it. Nicely done. Left just a touch. There you go. Perfect. Nice and easy. There you go.
Yeah, we would still be making a 5-point turn in my Dodge Ram.
Just a touch.
The turning radius on these things are surprisingly sharp.
They are, aren't they? They're very nimble for its size.
Okay.
At this next junction, we're going to go hard right.
Hard right. No turn signal?
No, the squirrels would appreciate it, but that's about it. I'm going to ease off just till that whine goes away. There you go. Good stuff. Now, stop here for a second. Now, let's try this, okay? Instead of turning more, keep the wheel where you have it. Accelerate a little bit. All right, try that. Accelerate a little bit more, and if need be, start bringing the wheels back around towards center. Just a touch, okay? All right. A little bit of throttle. So at that point, pretty much nothing was going to bring it back around towards center. A little more. There you go. Good deal.
Now I'm going up to the right, correct?
Correct. So now they're after us.
Yep. There's something going on at Carrabba's this morning. Fire truck was there and they're going inside.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Easy on the gas, if any. Just let it walk its way across. Good deal. Back end. Perfect. Left a little bit. Left a little bit more. Left a little more. There you go. So again, guys, this is one of those things. Stop here just a second. Can you see how close we were to the ends of the boards there on the bridge?
Yeah.
So again, we have to keep everything in mind. Yes, we needed to be over here a little bit to set up for this next turn, but we, here, honestly, I mean, it's not a day under, but if this were a bridge across any type of height, then that could get pretty ugly. All right, got it. Because then the little lights start to flash, and then we truly have to get out very slowly. You got to bring it around. Your call if you want to try to stay out of the ruts or not. Up to you.
One shot.
Nice and easy.
I think they're a little bit drier for you.
It does that. It does look like it's drying out a little bit, but not so much. All right, stop here. Where are the wheels?
Too far left.
Here you go. Let's go even more to the right. Let's go back to drive. Here you go. Perfect. All right. Nice and smooth. A little bit more throttle. A little more. A little more. Towards me just a little bit. Ease off. Perfect. Stop here. You got it. All right. So continue forward a little bit first. Perfect. Stop here if you will. Alright, so we can see where we have to make the turn and line up for the bridge. Now, excuse me, we need to keep, again, the entire vehicle in mind. We don't want to be so far to the right though that we fall off the trail to the right, but we definitely can't cheat this corner.
Yeah.
I am going to ask that we kind of cover the brake here as we line up for this turn. If traction is decent enough to allow us to continue to use the brake through the corner, we'll do so. If not, again, if we feel the vehicle starting to slide, we've got to come off that brake. Because when we start to do two things at once, steering and braking, we're diluting how effective that traction can actually be used.
Yeah.
Right? In a perfect world, we're trying to really separate those controls. Do your braking while the wheels are straight. All right, to release the brake, then make your turn. Real world, that's not always going to be possible. So.
And I'm thinking the pivot point right about where that little rock is sticking out, just before that.
Just before that, I'd agree with that. Yeah. We've got plenty of room, so we can actually start to make the turn a little early. There you go, perfect, just like that. Good deal. And now you can start to unwind that turn, start bringing it back towards me a little bit. There you go, just like that. Hold that line. Back to the left a little bit. There you go. Easy. Unwind it a little bit again. Come back towards me. A little more towards me. There you go. Good stuff. Okay. Now, let's pause here. What we're going to do here is we're going to follow the trail to the left. But you'll notice we can't really make the turn anytime soon. All right, because again, that depart triangle then kind of works out on that bank there. We definitely don't want that. So what we need to do is actually kind of drive straight up that hill on the far side and then make a nice sharp left. Now, how far we go up the hillside really is going to depend upon what traction is going to allow us to do, because again, there's several ways we could do this. If traction is fairly decent and will kind of hold us on a tilt, we can kind of get through, get the front wheels up, start to make our turn, and then kind of hold ourselves, through the corner, everything's fine. If traction's pretty poor and we start that line a little early, all right, then we just kind of slide off the hill, and now this being the trail, this being us, now we're kind of sitting here like this, where we don't want to be. So what we might be able to do then is go straighter up the hillside a little bit further, get the back end off of this bank, make the left, and now we can use a slide to our advantage, get the front end to break free, and just kind of pivot through the corner, and then we go through. We'll see how it works out. No matter how we do it, just like we've been doing all day, nice and smooth, nice and steady.
And there's always a come along.
And there's always a come along. Left just a touch. A little more. There you go. Now back around towards center just a little bit. Towards me just a little bit.
The other side.
There you go. Sorry. Now hard left, nice and easy. Easy, because that back end's got to drop in there. Start to unwind the turn again. Good stuff. Nicely done. Back to drive. Touch of throttle. Now last time, remember, we kind of held our right hand turn a little long through here. So now just a touch of throttle. Unwind your turn just a little bit. So just a touch left. Steady throttle. Not too. There you go. It's good. It's good pace, just like that. Stay with it. Come back around towards center a little bit. There you go. Good deal. This hole's a little bit deeper, right? So don't forget about approach and depart triangles.